Okay, so it's a rainy day. I'm going to start laying some brickwork for my rocket mass. This is my mock-up. I've altered it a little bit from my first video. I got some suggestions. It's going to be approximately 2 foot wide and about 4.5 foot long. And it will go up about 10 inches higher than where the top of that is right there, about 10 inches higher from there. So anyways, same setup that I had before, my mock-up of the chamber, the burn chamber, and then the riser there. And the main difference is I took out all of the cross bricks that I had originally planned on and doubled up my wall so I have more mass in a smaller space, and this will be just a big bell chamber. And then my chimney pipe will be coming in down there, come straight up on the inside, and then we'll exit to the chimney. All right, quick update on the rocket mass. Pictures show cardboard in between. What I'm doing there is keeping a space so there's no connection, so that because it's inside the heat and toward the shell, I don't want to have a thermal expansion that would crack the bricks or the mortar. So that's what that is. All right, so I've got 2 bricks on edge, and that is to support my fire brick. It's going sideways on there, well, side to side this way. That way I've got support in the center, and then that channel down there, right there, is where my clean out T and chimney is going to go up. So that'll show up in another video also. But right now we got the base done. Going to put the fire brick in tonight so it sets up, and then tomorrow I'll start building the batch box, which there's my mock-up, so I know what size I'm looking at, but there it is. Okay, a little update on the rocket mass. Been a couple days, but I haven't done a whole bunch with it. I got the bricks, this layer of bricks there right underneath my air inlet tube. Got that in. Put another layer all the way around, of course, around down here. Finish this end up and put a few more bricks in there. And if you look here, because I'm going to continue this on in a second skin inside, I needed to match the height. And I think the best way would be to cut these bricks right here, as you see, so I could match the height so that when I put these in, which I'm going to do now as I start today, and then I can just continue stacking right on top. But first, before I do that, I've got 2 foot of the chimney run, or the riser they call it, but it's a chimney, but it makes the rocket work. Anyways, before I get started on adding more bricks, I've got my super wool. So that is, I've got it cut to fit around the burn chamber on both sides, and then I'm going to fit it so it comes over the top and around the chimney, or the riser, whatever you want to call it. So anyways, the next thing you'll see me have is the insulation around, and then probably another layer or 2 of bricks around that. So I'm progressing, slow but sure, but I don't want bricks to fall over, so I'm waiting for the clay and sand mixture, because I'm mixing it 3 parts sand to 1 part fire clay. And so it takes a while to set up and start drying. But that's what I'm doing. All right, next time. Okay, little video update. What I'm doing here. Continuing on, I've put my stove pipe in. My chimney pipe goes all the way to the bottom onto a T on its back. One end is my air or my exhaust, and the other end is my clean out. Now, I've got pictures, but this, I can explain it. What I did, these pieces are 2 pieces of angle iron, 1/8 inch thick, 1.25 inch flange. And I welded them together. I was careful not to put a weld bead down on the end here where it sits on the fire brick. So anyways, what I'm doing, that will support the fire brick across this opening. And then there's a blanket of the insulation will lay over the top of the red brick from side to side, end to end. And then my concrete will sit on top of the red brick and seal it. So anyways, what I'm doing here, because of the heat that's generated coming out of there, the angle iron is wrapped in insulation, and then the fire brick is laid on top to hold it down. So it's insulated from underneath and on the sides, and then the fire brick holds it down to seal it. And anyways, yeah, that's where I'm going. I'll give another update here in a minute. Well, it's a minute to you guys, but to me it'll be a little bit. I got to cut these fire bricks and get them put in, but I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, as promised, the finished product. I ended up, well, I along between where the angle iron pieces go across, those are insulated, and then in between each one, this way, I insulated, so the fire brick is all sitting on insulation. Everything except right around the chimney, which I'm going to take my scrap pieces and stuff around there. Next will be put the blanket on top, which is a 1-inch super wool. That'll go on, around the whole size, just like I said before, all the way around, one complete sheet. And then as soon as my concrete is cured, good enough to pick up, those will go on top of that. Then we're ready to fire it up. So stay tuned. All right, and then finally, got the blanket on. So this is my insulation blanket, the super wool 1-inch. And it goes over the top of the whole deal. And then I've got my cement slabs. They'll be over the top of that. You get to guide it, and it'll set
right on that.
Right on top of that. Yeah.
Shout out here. Up. Can you get over there okay? Okay. On it. You're on it. There you go. Looks good on this side. And it's pretty equidistant around the hole. So.
Okay. Square there. Nice. Okay.
And the next one just sits butt up against that.
Yeah. Yeah. The next one just squares up against this if we have to adjust, to get it right. Mm-hmm. This end is about. half inch to 3/4 wider than the back. I really screwed up.
Man, when you're measuring it less than an inch on,
Smart.
yeah, that's not screwed up.
Be smart using the
Yeah.
rebar. That's a good idea.
I don't know if I
You
lose
have
it.
to with your hands.
Oh, Lord. Are you gonna have to pick it back up and slide it again?
Yeah, I gotta slide it. You were way a little bit
All
towards the
way
wall.
over in the front.
Okay.
Go to the wall at least an inch.
So right here it's flush.
Okay, so
Right,
it's
so
this
it needs to rotate. Yeah, okay, so there's a little crack right there. I need to pick it up.
How's it look? Wait a minute, it might be the back one. Yeah, it is.
It's this one?
Yeah.
And I don't know how to.
That's
help
good,
you.
okay. It's actually pretty close right now. How's it look from there?
Yeah, it looks, pretty lined up with the concrete. It's obviously not with the brick.
Right.
But if we're lined up with the concrete, I
Well,
think we
it's-
need to go this way a couple millimeters.
Okay.
Can you do that? Can you
You're
help with one
sleepy?
side?
Like that?
Yeah, it's almost nap time. Should we put your head down?
Yeah, that's looking pretty good.
And I figure, well,
Looks good
this,
on that side.
this blanket should seal everything.
We should have.
Yeah.
I don't expect any leakage, but if I have to, I can always caulk it.
Yeah. Yeah, just make a big gasket around it, yeah.
Yeah, if it does leak at all, but I don't expect it to.
It shouldn't with the concrete holding the blanket down. I don't know.
No. And it's a solid
You
piece.
got just a little bit of a hole sticking out right there. But
Yeah, you mean on the brick?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, then, yeah.
Because inside, there's another row of bricks going the opposite way. And this blanket sets, the same,
Oh, she giving you some kisses?
on this side,
Don't
so there's
lick
two
the baby.
rows of holes in these bricks.
Yeah.
Her
But they
favorite
don't
outside
go
food
anywhere,
is
they're
duck
just
liver.
stacked on top
Yeah.
of each other.
We
Okay.
try not to let licking happen.
Here,
So
stand
it
up
should
so the
work.
dog doesn't want to lick you anymore. She wanted to give you some
Looks
kisses.
good to me.
She thought you were so fun.
Plus, this
Right
will
here.
settle a
Look on
little bit in the
ground.
next
Rosie's
couple
over.
days.
Go down
Yeah.
like this.
By the time I get ready to fire it up.
What did you show you? Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay, their sink is deeper than yours.
Darn it.
Only for now.
Rosie. We don't grab our things.